Could the fruit you eat before bed be the reason you're waking up to pee at 2 a.m.? It sounds strange, but new research shows that what you snack on before bedtime may be secretly disrupting your bladder and ruining your sleep. Because while some fruits actually help calm your system and reduce nighttime trips to the bathroom, others, yes, even ones considered healthy, act like natural diuretics or bladder irritants. And if you're over 60, your body may not be handling them the way it used to. In this video, you'll discover 5 fruits that support better bladder control, and 5 that may be silently causing those 3 a.m. wake-ups. And trust me, 3 on the bad list is one fruit most seniors eat every week, with no idea how much it's affecting their sleep. So stay with me. This one simple shift in your evening habit might give you the best night's sleep you've had in years. Let's talk about 2 seniors, both over 70. Both live alone, both value their health. But every night, one of them wakes up at 2 a.m., then again at 4, stumbling in the dark to find the bathroom. The other sleeps peacefully until morning. No interruptions, no grogginess, just calm, uninterrupted rest. What's the difference? It's not always medication or even age. Sometimes it's something as simple as fruit, because after 60, the bladder becomes more sensitive. And some fruits, especially before bed, can trigger irritation, extra urine production, or even inflammation. In this video, you'll learn the 5 best fruits that help reduce nighttime urination, the 5 common fruits to avoid in the evening, and how to build a bedtime snack routine that supports deeper, longer sleep. If you or someone you love keeps waking up to pee at night, comment "restful sleep" below, so we know we're not alone. And don't forget to subscribe. We share real science-backed tips every week to help you live stronger after 70. Fruit 1. Cherries, the natural melatonin booster seniors overlook. Let's start with a small fruit that holds a big secret for better sleep: cherries. Specifically, tart cherries have been shown in multiple studies to naturally boost melatonin, the hormone that helps regulate your sleep-wake cycle. And if you're over 70, this matters more than ever. Why? Because melatonin production declines with age. That's one reason many seniors find themselves wide awake at 2 or 3 a.m., even when they're tired. But cherries, especially tart cherry juice or a small bowl of fresh or frozen cherries, can help restore that balance. Meet Dolores, 74. She struggled for months with broken sleep. Her doctor ruled out major medical issues and recommended she adjust her evening habits. One suggestion? Try half a cup of tart cherries an hour before bed. Skeptical but curious, Dolores gave it a shot. After a week, she noticed she was falling asleep faster, and more importantly, staying asleep longer. She didn't change her medications. She didn't change her mattress. She just added a handful of cherries. Why cherries work? Tart cherries are one of the few natural foods that contain both melatonin and tryptophan, a compound that helps the body relax. They also contain antioxidants called anthocyanins, which can help reduce inflammation, including in the bladder. That's a double win: better sleep and less irritation that might send you to the bathroom midnight. Best ways to eat them: half a cup fresh or frozen tart cherries, not maraschino. 1 small glass 4 ounces of unsweetened tart cherry juice. Avoid added sugars. Mix into Greek yogurt for a creamy, bladder-friendly snack. Pro tip: if you're on blood thinners or have kidney issues, talk to your doctor before increasing cherry intake, as they contain natural compounds that may interact with certain conditions. But for most seniors, this is one of the simplest, gentlest bedtime additions that supports longer, deeper rest. Fruit 2. Watermelon, the hydrating diuretic you should avoid before bed. Watermelon may feel like a sweet, refreshing choice, but for seniors over 70, eating it too close to bedtime could be silently sabotaging your sleep. Why? Because watermelon is almost 92% water. And while that's great for daytime hydration, it's terrible for your bladder at night. Let's meet Harold, 79. He loved ending his summer nights with a big bowl of cold watermelon. He thought it was healthy, and it is. But Harold also found himself waking up twice, sometimes 3 times a night, to rush to the bathroom. It wasn't until his doctor asked, "What are you eating after dinner?" that he made the connection. Watermelon wasn't just quenching his thirst, it was filling his bladder right before bed. He started enjoying it as a lunch or afternoon snack instead. Within days, he was sleeping longer stretches at night with fewer interruptions. Why it matters? As we age, our kidneys become less efficient at concentrating urine. That means your body processes fluids differently, especially at night. Water-rich fruits like watermelon, cucumber, or even grapes increase urinary urgency hours later. And for seniors already struggling with bladder sensitivity or nocturia, nighttime urination, this can make things worse. What to do instead? Enjoy watermelon before 4 p.m., so your body has time to flush it through naturally. Pair it with a protein or fat source, like a handful of almonds, to slow digestion. Avoid it completely in the 2 to 3 hours before bedtime. Watermelon isn't the enemy, but timing is everything. Next up, fruit 3 is one most people think is healthy, but it's acidic, irritating, and a bladder trigger in disguise. Want me to write that next? Fruit 3, the healthy fruit that secretly irritates your bladder. Most people think pineapple is a healthy evening snack. It's tropical, tangy, and packed with vitamin C. But here's the catch. Pineapple is acidic, and for many seniors that acidity can irritate the bladder lining. Let's look at June 74. She loved fresh pineapple chunks after dinner. It made her feel like she was doing something good for her health. But she couldn't understand why she'd suddenly wake up at 3 a.m. needing the bathroom. Even on nights she barely drank anything. Her doctor helped her see the connection. Pineapple's acid was triggering her bladder to spasm. And that gentle, juicy treat? It was sending false signals to her body, making her feel like she had to go, even when her bladder wasn't full. Why this matters? As we age, the bladder lining gets thinner and more sensitive. Acidic fruits like pineapple, oranges, lemons, and even tomatoes can cause mild inflammation, leading to increased urgency and frequency. This doesn't affect everyone, but if you already deal with overactive bladder or nocturia, acidic fruits in the evening can worsen the problem. What to try instead? If you love pineapple, have it earlier in the day, like with breakfast or lunch. Switch to lower acid fruits in the evening, such as bananas, apples, or pears. Notice how your body reacts. If you feel urgency or wake up more after acidic fruits, try removing them for a week and see what happens. Pineapple might be healthy, but if it's messing with your sleep, it's not worth the midnight dash. Up next, fruit 4 is the gentlest, sleep-friendly fruit on the list, and it might be exactly what your bladder needs tonight. Want me to write it? Fruit 4, the gentle fruit that helps you sleep and stay dry. It's humble, soft, it's easy to chew. And for many seniors, it's the best bedtime fruit you can eat. We're talking about the banana. Bananas are rich in magnesium and potassium, two nutrients that help relax muscles, balance fluids, and calm the nervous system. That includes the muscles in your bladder and the signals in your brain that control urgency. Let's meet Roger, 79. He used to have a cookie before bed, thinking it would help him sleep. But within hours, he'd be wide awake, heading to the bathroom. His doctor recommended switching to half a banana before bed, and it worked. He slept longer, woke up less, and felt less groggy in the morning. Why it works? Bananas are low acid, gentle on the bladder, and high in magnesium, which helps relax overactive nerves. They also contain tryptophan, a natural compound that boosts serotonin, which your body converts to melatonin, your sleep hormone. So not only do bananas help prevent bladder irritation, they also help you fall asleep and stay asleep longer. Try this tonight. Eat half a banana 30 minutes before bed. Pair it with a spoonful of nut butter or a few almonds for added protein and blood sugar stability. Don't forget to hydrate earlier in the day. Avoid drinking water within 2 hours of sleep. Small choices like this can transform your nights and your mornings. Coming up next, fruit 5 is a citrus favorite, but at night it could be the worst choice for your bladder. Want me to continue? Fruit 5, the citrus culprit that can keep you running to the bathroom. We all know citrus fruits are packed with vitamin C. But when it comes to bladder health, especially at night, one popular choice could be doing more harm than good. That fruit is the orange. Oranges and orange juice are highly acidic, and while they're refreshing in the morning, eating them too close to bedtime can trigger bladder irritation, increase urine production, and lead to frequent nighttime urination. Let's look at Clara, 76. She loved her nightly orange slices, thinking they were the perfect healthy dessert. But she also couldn't figure out why she kept waking at 1 a.m. and again at 3 a.m. to pee. Once her doctor suggested cutting out citrus at night, things shifted. She swapped her orange slices for banana and chamomile tea. Within a week, she was waking up only once, or not at all. Why it matters? Oranges are high in acid, irritating to the bladder lining. Naturally high in water content, more fluid to process. Known to stimulate digestion and even mild bowel activity, which can also disturb sleep. Plus, the vitamin C boost at night may not even help your immunity. It's best absorbed earlier in the day. Better alternatives. Avoid oranges, grapefruit, lemons, and citrus juices after 6 p.m. Opt for calming fruits like pears, apples, or banana. Drink water earlier in the day and taper fluids after dinner. Sometimes even a fruit that seems healthy can interrupt your body's rest cycle. But with a few smart swaps, you can enjoy better sleep, fewer bathroom trips, and more energized mornings. Let's quickly recap what we've learned. Good fruits to eat before bed, bladder-friendly. Pears, low acid, high fiber, gentle on digestion. Blueberries, anti-inflammatory, antioxidant-rich. Apples, balance blood sugar and hydrate slowly. Bananas, calm your bladder, support deep sleep. Bonus tip, pair these with a bit of protein for steadier energy and less urgency at night. Fruits to avoid before bed, bladder irritating. Oranges, high in acid and water, irritates the bladder. Pineapple, citrus-like acidity that can increase urination. Watermelon, high water content equals more late-night trips. Grapes, can ferment in the gut and disrupt sleep. Cantaloupe, like watermelon, too hydrating too late. The secret isn't to stop eating fruit. It's about when and which ones you choose, especially after 70 when your bladder becomes more sensitive and sleep becomes more precious. The simple nighttime plan. Eat your hydrating fruits earlier in the day. Stick to low-acid, fiber-rich fruits in the evening. Avoid all fluids within 2 to 3 hours of bedtime. Keep a food and sleep journal. Notice what helps and what doesn't. Your turn. Which fruit surprised you the most today? Comment below and share your experience. Your story could help someone else sleep better tonight. And don't forget, like, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you never miss another health tip that could add years to your life and comfort to your nights. You deserve rest. You deserve peace. And it might all start with what's on your plate.